Wisconsin, Camp Randall Stadium, where the fans are ready to rally behind Bucky Badgers, sing on Wisconsin, and lead those Badgers to a victory in the home opener tonight. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Badgers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the field first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of bout.
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Williams will pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Edwards. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I love the job in coverage defensively there. A lot of people probably thinking they're going to throw for it short considering what the down and distance was, but they were aware. They were able to force the incompletion, and now we got 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5. Fine, what a great job there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Red pass, it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams looking for a man. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down. after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Dances away. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude. Playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as a field goal unit comes on. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot. He's looking deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Trying to barge in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Badgers send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Boston. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Coleman. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. It's on target and complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Just gets rid of it before the Heat.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Working his way on the return up. Yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Dupree. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
He's going for a big play downfield. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dupree. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Wants to bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here we go. Handoff to the single running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Turning it on! Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on 3rd down? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Gonna run it. It's Dupree. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to the well. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second down, he'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Mason. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 7 on to punt it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.